Good evening. For those of you that are tuning in for tonight's varsity broadcast between the Auburn Knights and the Jefferson Jayhawks, we're a little bit delayed currently on your screen. You're looking at the JV game. So I think we're probably going to shoot closer to about 7:30 for tonight's varsity game. So continue to stay tuned, and as soon as we can, we'll bring you the varsity contest between the Auburn Knights and the Jefferson Jayhawks. Got a little extra time to maybe grab a snack, make a phone call, tell your friends and neighbors to tune in to tonight's game. We'll look for the tip-off probably sometime closer to about 7:30. We'll be back then.
Number 2 coming in for the Knights, that's going to be Auburn.
How are the stands back that way?
Just another reminder for those of you that are tuning in, expecting to catch tonight's varsity RPS 205 basketball game between the Auburn Knights and the Jefferson Jayhawks. We're just about 2 minutes and 48 seconds away from the end of tonight's JV game. Then they'll come out for warm-ups, and then we'll be into the varsity game. So we're a little bit delayed, but we'll bring you all the action. Just keep it right here, and as soon as we can, we'll get starting lineups. We'll get the national anthem, and we'll get that varsity game underway for you. So just hang with us a few more minutes, and we should be calling the varsity game shortly.
We got number 10 coming in, St. Varsity.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls near and far. My name is Doug Halberstadt. I'm joined along with my broadcast partner, Dave Peroni. We're here at the Dolph Stanley Gymnasium, home of the Rockford Auburn Knights. They're playing host tonight to division rival, the Jefferson Jayhawks. Dave, another perfect night for basketball.
Should be a great night, and we've got pretty much getting full capacity crowd. Still a little bit, if you're in the area, you can still stop in. But right now, I'll tell you what, we're going to have a great crowd, Doug, and it's going to be loud.
Yeah, we just experienced a little bit of that with the freshman game and the JV game. They both got pretty loud. We've got a Wednesday night game with a Friday night atmosphere right now.
Yeah, absolutely, for a crowd to come out. And, now we've turned the corner. We're getting in a couple more games, and then they'll start to play each other one more time. State tournament is just about 6-7 weeks away. It'll go quickly, and everybody's had a little bit of a flavor of how their team matched up over the Christmas tournament, playing some other teams outside the conference. So now they've got a good gauge and sharpening up whatever skills that they need to do to make a nice conference run.
Yep, we got both teams out on the court warming up. They're going to give them about 10 minutes of warm-up time, and then we'll get this game tipped off. We're about 15 minutes behind schedule tonight. Getting people still coming in, and like you said, if you're in the area, you're not late. Come on over.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at other games that are going to be going on tonight, Doug. Freeport 1-5 is going to be at Boylan 3-3. The Harlem Huskies 1-5 will be at East High. They are 1-5 on the season. Hononegah 5-1, one of the front runners in the Nick 10 Conference, is going to be at Belvedere. They are 3-3, and then of course the game that you're going to be listening to tonight, the Jefferson Jayhawks and the Auburn Knights. So in standings, we'll take a look back at the girls' standings. We did a girls' game last night. The Freeport Pretzels are in the lead with 7-0, followed by the Hononegah Lady Indians 6-1, Boylan Titans 5-2, Harlem and Guilford both at 4-3, Belvedere North 3-4, Auburn 2-4, the Jefferson Jayhawks 1-4, East E-Rabs 1-5, and the Belvedere Bucks 0-7, and that rounds out the girls' standings for those of you who are having a tough time. And I've gotten a lot of text messages and stuff that people aren't able to find the standings on or accurate standings that are posted, whether it be on the internet. So stay tuned. We'll try to update you each and every broadcast that we do as the season goes on.
Yeah, you are a fantastic stats man with people all over the county, keeping an eye on games for you. It's not what you know, it's who you know, and you've got the right people all over northern Illinois watching games for you.
Yeah, I'm the old dog. I've been doing it for so long. I've got some contacts that are still out there anyway. But, it should be fun tonight. Let's take a look at the boys' standings. We've got a couple big games that are going to be coming up this weekend, but we'll see. They got to play this game on Wednesday night. Guilford Vikings 5-0, and the Auburn Knights are 4-0. Hononegah Indians 5-1. Belvedere North 3-2. Belvedere and Boylan both at 3-3. Jefferson 2-4. Harlem is 1-5. Freeport and East both 1-5 as well. And Doug, the way it plays out, the Guilford Vikings have this night off, but there's the Rumble at the Rock this weekend, and at 5:30, the Auburn Knights and the Guilford Vikings will square up. And if they both win at undefeated records, that should be a pretty packed house there as well.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be, and it's nice that they're having it at Rock Valley there so they can get a few more people in there. Any of those records surprise you at all, Dave?
Not really so much, Doug. It was pretty much going into the season. It was going to be Guilford and Auburn vying for the Nick 10 championship. Hononegah's been a big surprise. I didn't think they were going to be as good as they are, but they've done a tremendous job. Actually 5-1, 14-2 on the season. So
right.
The Hononegah Indians really are a big surprise, and they're definitely a threat to make a good run at the Nick 10 championship as well.
Yep. I look out there and these young guys, young men, it's unbelievable how tall these two teams are. They got some big timber out there. And we kind of witnessed that a little bit in the JV game tonight. You and I were commenting. There's some big kids out there.
There are some big, tall kids, and I don't know what parents are feeding these kids these days, but I'll tell you, whatever it is, it's working.
Anything they want, I think. Is
I mean, I hate to pay the grocery bills of what some of these kids are probably eating at the dinner table, but
there's some wide bodies too. They're not just like the prototypical tall, skinny kid when I was in high school that was playing basketball. These kids, you can tell they work out. They're lifting the weights and running the floor.
And if you get a chance, come out to a game. Not only listen to the broadcast that'll be on YouTube in the huddle, but come out to the game and support these young men and coaches that put a lot of time and effort. I did it for 20 years or 30 years, excuse me. And it's just great acknowledgement, and get out to see the kids play and give them the support. They put, I love high school basketball, high school football, because it's pure. There's nobody getting paid, and the effort that they put in. As a coach, I used to kid with people. They'd say, well, you make this kind of money, but by the time you go through all the practices, break down game films, do travel, you probably make about $1.85 an hour.
I was going to say, you're up to 36 cents an hour, Dave.
Yeah.
So
if you see coaches, give them a thanks. And also credit to our officials that are at each and every game. I know we're hurting for officials.
Yeah.
The numbers are down. Some officials are retiring. So if you ever have that thought that you would like to become an official, please do so, because we could definitely use it in our area. The state of Illinois.
And then you got the support staff at the scorers table, guys keeping score, guys keeping the clock, guys keeping the books, So there's a lot of people involved bringing you. And the atmosphere in the gym, we appreciate everybody watching and listening at home. Don't get me wrong about what I'm about to say. But you can't beat the atmosphere in the gym at a basketball game.
No, absolutely, and we're down on the court where you're real close. Football, you don't experience it as much because we're way up in a press box. But I'll tell you what, you hit it right on the head. The atmosphere is just unbelievable, and as we get close to state tournament time, so support wherever you can. It'd be great.
We're about 4 minutes from tip-off for tonight's varsity game, so let's take maybe a quick minute or two timeout. Then we'll come back with the starting lineups and the national anthem. All right, the Auburn Knights are in their home white uniforms tonight, trimmed in like a dark gray with the dark gray numbers outlined in black. They do have the Auburn Knight logo emblazoned on their shorts. Jefferson Jayhawks are in their visiting dark red uniforms, trimmed in gold and white, and they have the white numbers trimmed in the red and gold. Right now, getting the PA announcers doing what Dave has already done for us, made the announcements of the starting lineup tonight. Before we get things going, I'd like to once again thank everybody for tuning in tonight to the YouTube broadcast of the RPS 205 games. This is a varsity matchup between the home team, Auburn Knights, and the visiting Jefferson Jayhawks. We'll kind of let you soak in a little bit of the PA announcer making his announcement of the home team. Mike Marshall, number 0.
Doug, looking at some of the points per game going on for Jefferson Jayhawks. Their leading scorer, 2 of them, Zaire Hudson with 11 points per game. Tracer Makoko with 11 points a game. 15 points, Malachi Robinson. Again, he will not be getting a start tonight on the bench. We'll see if he does get any playing time. And Alejandro Alamici has 9 points per game. For the Auburn Knights, their leading scorer, of course, going to North Dakota State, Division I basketball player next year, Amir Danforth. He enters the game averaging 22 points a game for the Auburn Knights. Shoots 90% from the free throw line and 41 threes so far on the season for the Knights.
Wow.
Champ Parker, the other leading scorer, has 12 points per game, and Mike Marshall, 13 points a game. So pretty balanced scoring for the Auburn Knights. Again, Hall of Fame coach Brian Ott will be coaching the Auburn Knights, and we get ready for tip-off.
Yep, the officials are taking off their warm-ups. They're ready to go. The crowd's ready to go. We're ready to go. Let's get 10 guys out there to play some hoops. Dave, I think it's going to be a run-and-gun game.
It's going to be pretty much a track meet. Both these teams like to run and get points off of transition, so we'll see what happens. We'll try to keep you up to date on any scores also that are going around the conference for the other 3 games.
I'm going to go ahead and issue a universal apology right now. If I can't keep up, I'll do my best. I think these guys are a little too fast for an old man. Looks like tip is going to be controlled by the Jayhawks, though. And they'll bring it across court. That's number 1, Zaire Hudson. He gets it off to Williams. Williams back to Townsend. Back to Hudson. Hudson got a little defensive pressure on him. Looks like the Knights are coming out in a man-to-man.
Yep, man-to-man defense.
Yep. Hudson with the ball. He's at the free throw line, works it underneath. Big body under there, number 2. Tries to play it off the glass. Rebound controlled by the Jayhawks. Ball on the floor. We're going to have a jump ball. Possession goes to the home team.
If you just joined us, 7:25, no score. We are in the first quarter of play.
Now, Brian Out called his team over. We got an early timeout, 30-second timeout already. I think it was taken by L.C. Robinson. Keep it right here.
Yeah, that was a
quick
timeout. Even on a jump ball, so he maybe wants to make some type of adjustments. But only just a few seconds into the game.
Yeah,
so.
Only 35 seconds into the game. Take a 30-second timeout. Well, see, I'm sure he had a reason.
Knights are going to come out. It's Jefferson ball.
Okay, maybe that was it. Inbound to Hudson. Hudson will dribble, looking for a screen. Stolen by the Knights. Down the lane, up with the right hand, layup, number 11. That's Darian Royal gets the first points of the night. Hudson with the dribble between the legs. He passes it off to Williams. Williams at the top of the key, working the perimeter. Nasir Lewis. He gets it blocked out of bounds. Nice defense by Royal Whitmore. Whitmore rejected. Jaden Williams will inbound. Looks up top. Gets it over on the wing to Hudson. Hudson with the dribble. Goes to the left. Goes up strong. And we got a foul underneath the basket.
Bodies flying everywhere. Fouls on number 1. That's going to be on Zaire Hudson. That'll be his first. Team first.
Looks like Champ Parker's going to inbound. He'll get it back. Parker to Danforth. Danforth back to Parker. Parker down in the wing. Back up top. Here comes a three-pointer off the rim. Rebound controlled by the Knights. Back on the wing to number 11. Darian Royal hits the three.
Darian Royal right out of the chute. 5 points for the Auburn Knights.
Yeah, they said it was only a 2.
Oh, 2.
That's what they said. Shows 4 on his head. Nice steal. Here come the Knights. 3-on-1. Up with the layup. Mike Quan Marshall. First 6 points of the night belong to the Knights. I think we're going to have an offensive foul.
Yeah.
Zaire Hudson leaned in with the shoulder. I think Mike Quan Marshall drew that charge.
That's going to be his second foul. Second team foul. So 2 quick fouls on Zaire Hudson.
There's Malachi Robinson into the game.
Okay, well, we're going to test his ankle and see how it's going.
Yep. Danforth and Parker kind of passing the ball up the court. Parker just had it knocked out of his hands. Creates a turnover. Jefferson Jayhawks will have the ball. Our first chance to see Malachi Robinson. He's got the ball. Looks like the ankle's okay.
Should have got a push there.
Yeah. He gets it stolen by Danforth. Danforth's going to go up. Ooh, I thought that was going to be my first jam. He laid it in.
You got excited, didn't you?
I did. Nice passing by the Jayhawks. Shot taken by number 2, Alejandro Almanici.
That should have been a block.
First time we called Almanici's name tonight. Back down to Almanici. Almanici backs it up, goes up strong, and draws the foul. That's what they're trying to do, is get that underneath to him. He's a big body, 6'2" junior, Alejandro Almanici.
That foul on Royal Whitmore, that'll be his first. Almanici at the line first time.
And he makes it an old-fashioned three-point play. 8-3 for the home team. Danforth works it up to Royal Whitmore. Jefferson got the ball back. Hudson on the wing to Townsend. Back to Hudson. Hudson surveys the landscape. Looks for anybody. Up at the top of the key, Jaden Williams off the back of the rim. Rebound to the Auburn Knights. Number 5, Champ Parker comes up with the ball. He brings it cross court, dribble between the legs, down the left side of the lane, looking for a layup. Almanici with the ball on the floor, and I think we're going to have a jump ball. Oh, he's saying that Almanici flopped?
Yeah, he just kind of acted and went down, I believe.
L.C. Robinson talking to the official.
And
said he was going for the ball. He doesn't like that at all. I don't blame him. Nice rebound there. Malachi Robinson went up strong. He brings it down, goes down the left side of the lane, a little jumper. Blocked. Controlled by the Knights. Coming out of there, Darian Royal. He gets it to Danforth. Danforth lays it up and in. Goes up strong for that layup.
Yeah, did a great job. He used his body to block the defender and went off, put it up off the glass.
10-3, Auburn Knights. Malachi Robinson to Almanici. Almanici dribbles, looks underneath, tries to get it in. Stolen away by Champ Parker. Parker finds Darian Royal. Royal hits the three.
Has 6 quick points for the Darien Royal out of the 6 out of the 12.
No, he said it was only a 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Was he had a foot on the line? I didn't see. I thought it was a 3.
Clock at 3:20, first period. Knights up 12-3 over the Jayhawks.
Nice steal there by Parker. Parker's going to go up with a nice lay-in.
The Auburn Knights
14-3.
taking control, running the transition game, getting a lot of points off of transition.
Hudson down the lane, takes a little soft floater, up and in. Zaire Hudson with about a 4-foot floater there. Danforth back to the top of the key. Long three-pointer by number 3. Royal Whitmore. That one was definitely a 3. Hudson to Almanacci. Almanacci protects the ball. Gets it up top. That's Jaden Williams. Williams looking underneath for the cutter. Gets it into the hands of number 21, Mike Townsend. He went up strong but couldn't get it to fall. Cross court back to Danforth. Danforth takes the 3. Off the rim. Rebound controlled by the Jayhawks. 2-on-2. Down the lane strong with the left hand. Number 21 with the layup. Mike Townsend.
Nice job by the Jayhawks getting the release out and running the court. Clock at 1:58, 17-7 Knights.
Danforth, a long 3 off the back of the rim. Rebound Malachi Robinson. Malachi Robinson's got Townsend down. He brings it back out, though. He'll go down the lane. Takes the right-hander, up and in. 17-9.
It's good to see Malachi Robinson out there, Doug. It doesn't look like he has any issues with the ankle so far. He's got it taped up pretty well.
Doing real well. Underneath, that's Parker. He's got 2 guys on him. Up and no good. Diving for the ball on the floor. Parker gets it back. Goes up again. Can't get it to fall. Rebound controlled by the Jayhawks. That's Malachi Robinson. He goes up, partially blocked. Oh, we got bodies everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah, a little bit physical underneath there.
Take a breath as now getting ready to check in as Cooper Kopp for the Auburn Knights in place of Royal Whitmore. Clock at 1:13, 17-9. Auburn Knights in the lead. One scoreboard update over at Boylan High School. The Freeport Pretzels leading the Boylan Titans with 5:08 to go in the second period, 24-17.
Champ Barker bounces it into Amir Danforth with 1:09 remaining in this first period. Danforth back over to Nair Wright. Up top, can't quite control it. Back underneath to Cooper Kopp. He gets fouled.
Travel.
Oh, he traveled just into the game. Thought he was going to get 2 quick points. Instead, they call him for traveling. We got an official timeout. Uh-oh. LC.
Oh, I think he's mad at one of the They gave a warning to the bench warning. I don't know if it was one of the players. I'm not quite sure. Or LC Robinson very, very upset.
Yep.
I think he's pretty much it's directed at him from the official, but they got a bench warning.
Malachi Robinson, little spin move. He works it in the lane, takes about a 10-footer that only went 9 off the front of the rim. Back underneath. Perimeter action. Danforth will take a shot from the corner. Nothing but net.
7 points for Amir Danforth. His 42nd 3
there we have
on the season.
We had a timeout because the net was
stuck. Yeah, just shot it so well the net wrapped around the rim.
Yeah. Just like every shot I've ever taken. Zaire Hudson kind of bent over with the dribble. Up top to Malachi Robinson. Robinson tries to penetrate. Gets it back to Hudson. 17 seconds to go. Hudson back to Williams. Williams with the dribble. He'll take it in. Good defense by the Knights. Until we got a foul. Nair Wright, number 4. Too good a defense.
That'll be his first, team second. 4.5 seconds to go. First period to play, the Auburn Knights leading 20-9 over the Jefferson Jayhawks.
Got to shoot quick. Hudson underneath, waits. Good move, but it won't fall. Number 30, Zyson Young, had a point-blank shot there, but could not get it to fall. What an exciting and fast first quarter. Your Auburn Knights 20 and the Jefferson Jayhawks 9. We'll take a quick timeout and be right back with You ready? Dave, kind of what we expected there with a fast first quarter, 20-9.
Yeah,
for the home team.
I think the Auburn Knights have come out and they stymied the Jefferson Jayhawks. The defense has just been outstanding for the Auburn Knights, creating a lot of turnovers with that high pressure intensity that they provided here in the first quarter. Taking a look at some of the game stats in the first quarter. The Auburn Knights shooting 4 of 13 from the field. The Jefferson Jayhawks 4 of 13 from the field. The Auburn Knights 9 of 15. Most of the points, Doug, not really many coming from outside. Looking at the shot chart Debbie provided with us, a lot of points down inside the paint. Only 3 threes outside for the Auburn Knights.
Yeah, I think Danforth had a couple, and I think there was one other one, and that's been it for the outside shooting. There's a long pass. Oh, really nice. Nice catch and put back. Myquan Marshall, recipient of that long pass, goes up strong, number 21 for the Jayhawks. He got denied. That was Mike Townsend. Back up front, long three-pointer off the back of the rim. That was Myquan Marshall, took that three. Nice jumper. He was open, had the open shot. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Fouls on Champ Parker for the Auburn Knights. That's going to be his first, team first of the second quarter. A couple players have checked in.
Almanacci back in. He'll inbound. He's got some help down there from Malachi Robinson. He hands it off to him. Malachi over to Hudson. Hudson drives, and I think he got fouled on the way to the basket. I think it was on the floor, though. Myquan Marshall with the foul. Robinson inbounds to Hudson. Hudson at the free throw line. He dribbles it back out. Sets up an offense, calls a play. Dribbles between the legs. Goes over on the right side. Lots of bodies underneath. Almanacci back up top to Hudson. Back to Almanacci. He looks, stolen away. Here comes Danforth. There's a slam and jammer. That's one, Dave. This crowd goes electric. Amir Danforth, 6-footer.
That was impressive, and that's why he's a Division I player.
Yep. I want an instant replay on that one. That was nice. All right. Jefferson. Malachi Robinson dribbles down the left lane. He takes a floater off the back of the rim. Ooh, way up high for the rebound. Royal Whitmore. He got dragged down by Mike Townsend. No, I'm sorry. By
Cooper Kopp.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be his first, team third. And now checking in for the Auburn Knights is going to be Darian Royal back in. He'll replace Myquan Marshall. Clock at 6:44, second quarter. Auburn Knights up 24-9 over the Jayhawks.
Tresser McCoco in for the first time tonight.
And I think we're going to get a charge. Oh, I'm going to say it was out of bounds.
Yeah.
I think it stepped on the line.
Donovan Hicks with the ball. He played in that JV game. And he's up with the varsity now. He passes it off to Nair Wright. Oh, got a little traveling call up there. Darian Royal took an extra step. Kind of a rare turnover for the Auburn Knights.
Yeah, they've been playing some pretty good basketball in the first part of this game.
One of those
really impressed from. They've stepped their game up from the last time that I did see the Auburn Knights.
Yeah, one of those unforced errors.
Townsend and Anderson have checked in for the Jefferson Jayhawks.
Malachi Robinson behind the back dribble. He looks underneath. Nice lay in there by Sean Anderson, number 23. First time we called his name tonight. Sean's 5'11 junior. Good perimeter passing. Long three-pointer off the back of the rim. Rebound controlled by the Knights. Back to number 23. That was Sean Anderson that we just talked about. Oh, a little alley-oop action for Auburn. They couldn't get it to fall. Hudson dribbles down the left. He's going to take it in underneath. Back to Sean Anderson. Anderson with his second bucket.
Yeah, quick 4 points for Sean Anderson coming in off the bench. 5:36 to go, second quarter. 24-13 Knights.
He's taking the last three shots for the Jayhawks. So they must like something underneath with his. Long three-pointer. Nothing but net for Donovan Hicks. Malachi Robinson looks for the screen. Sean Robinson, dribble drive. He's underneath, puts it up, off the rim, gets his own rebound, passes it back out in the lane. I think that was Malachi Robinson that laid it in.
Yep, absolutely. Again, everybody attacking down inside the paint.
Yep.
Except for the Auburn Knights are getting some shots now outside.
Good perimeter ball movement by the Knights.
Jayhawks down a 3-2.
Cooper Kopp turns. He's a little short. Rebound. Up off the glass. Draw the foul. Champ Parker will go to the line. Woo!
Foul is on number 30, Zyshawn Young. That's going to be his first. Champ Parker, first time at the line tonight. Struggled from the line for the Auburn Knights. 38% shooter from the stripe.
Extends the lead to 13 points. Auburn Knights 28. And the Jefferson Jayhawks 15.
Mike Juan Marshall and Royal Whitmore now checking back in for the Knights. Clock at 4:42 here in the second quarter.
We can see the number of people that join us here on the broadcast. I'd like to thank those of you that are just signing in or just may have logged in. Nice rebound there for the Knights. Gets it back again. That's number 3, Royal Whitmore. That's perseverance right there.
Yeah, he does a great job. Great player. Followed his shot
3 times, basically. Looking for Sean Anderson again. He hands it off underneath. Took a dribble. Probably shouldn't have taken that dribble.
Yeah.
Zyjon Young. As soon as you put it on the floor like that, it's usually trouble. Got to just take it straight up.
Danforth Chow checks in as well as Nasir Lewis. And, yeah, Doug, it's you try to teach your players down inside the post. Give a ball fake and then go up. Don't put the ball on the floor.
Yep. Easier said than done for us, huh? Malachi Robinson, he's guarded by Danforth. Sean Anderson set a nice screen. Oh, through the legs. Ball's on the floor. Looks like Jefferson's got it. Possession arrow points to the Jayhawks. It'll be red ball.
Scoreboard update from Boylan High School.
No.
It's halftime.
It'll be white ball.
Halftime at Boylan. Freeport 36. Boylan 21. Again, that game is at the half.
Donovan Hicks brings it cross court. Passes across to Mike-Juan Marshall. Marshall back to Danforth. Danforth dribbles. Back to Hicks. Hicks takes one bounce. Good ball movement. That's Danforth's spot. Won't fall that time. Rebound controlled by Young. Young looks to Townsend. Townsend will take a bounce pass to Malachi Robinson. Back to Townsend for 3. He sinks it. Here comes Danforth. Kicks it back out. Back to Danforth, over from the right-hand side this time. In and out. Rebound controlled underneath by the Knights. Into the hands of Sean Anderson. Malachi Robinson pulls up for a three. And he gets a foul.
Wow, nice shot. Good body control that time by Malachi. And now he's going to go to the line, a chance for a 4-point play.
Myquan Marshall got him as he was up in the air. Yeah, 4-point play. That's a little bit of a rarity.
That's a rarity.
Next time we'll have to do an over and under on 4-point plays, Dave. He misses the free throw. Danforth with a long three. Nice follow through. Basket good. Amir Danforth. I think that's his third, possibly fourth three-pointer.
That's his second.
He gets the ball stripped away. Malachi Robinson. Robinson down the lane. Oh, he gives it up. Nice little touch there. Number 24, Nasir Lewis with the lay-in. Hicks and Danforth passing it off. Myquan Marshall. Long distance three in and out for Donovan Hicks. Down the lane, underneath. Almanachi gets it partially blocked. Here comes Danforth. Nice pass. Oh, went for a little bit of an alley-oop. Long three-pointer.
Darian Royal.
Darian Royal with that one.
And the Auburn Knights tonight, Doug, putting on a clinic. But the Jefferson Jayhawks, everything is down low.
Yeah.
Not taking any shots from outside in the timeout. Taking a full timeout. We'll take a break.
Welcome back to Dolph Stanley Stadium here inside Auburn High School, where you got 2 minutes left until halftime, 2 minutes and 3 seconds to be precise. Home team holding on to a 13-point lead. They'll come out with Myquan Marshall. He's joined by Champ Parker, Amir Danforth, Royal Whitmore, and the fifth Auburn Knight is number 11, Darian Royal. Jefferson will have the ball underneath. Nasir Lewis to inbounds. Looks like the Knights are going to have a little full court pressure here. Nasir Lewis gets it into Townsend. Townsend pulls up the dribble. Oh, they turn it over. Up to the hoop, strong, nice lay-in. Myquan Marshall. That's his sixth of the night.
All right. Clock at 1:43. Knights up 38-23 over the Jayhawks. Second period.
Hudson into the center lane. Oh, nice pass underneath. That's Almanachi. Gets a nice close layup. Oh, and a nice steal working both ends of the court. Almanachi playing offense and defense. Here comes Hudson. He's going to take a little floater. Nothing but net.
A little bit of a run put on by the Jayhawks.
Yep, Zaire Hudson. He drops in two.
Cuts it to 11, 38-27.
Up top. Darian Royal on the corner. Long distance three. Danforth, but he drew a foul. Foul on number 30, Zyjan Young.
And that is going to be his second, team second. Amir Danforth going to the line. First time tonight, 90% free throw shooter. He's going to get 3.
Wow. Wow, nothing but that on the first one.
Now
90% free throw shooter.
Now with 13 points on the night, we're only at halftime. 59.4 seconds to go before the half.
Here comes the second. Off the back of the rim. Malachi Robinson reports back in. He'll replace Shazier Young. Trying to make it 2 out of 3 from the stripe, and he does. 40-27, Auburn Knights. Hudson and Robinson exchange passes. They get across court, right to the middle of the lane. Oh, number 21, Mike Townsend gave up his shot for a pass. Auburn Knights with the ball, goes up strong. Oh, I thought he got fouled. I think he thinks he got fouled. Good defense by the Jayhawks. Hudson underneath. He'll take a 15-foot jumper. He drains it. We got an official timeout. Debris on the court there. Does a little housekeeping, and it'll be side out to the Knights.
Somebody got excited. Clock at 23.2, just before the half. Knights up 40-29. They have the ball.
Danforth and Royal exchanging passes. Danforth will take the shot off the back of the rim. Nice rebound. Back to Danforth for another try. That one goes.
Yeah, don't give him 2 because he's going to drain one of them.
Yep. 2 seconds. 1 second. Malachi Robinson unaware. And the buzzer sounds to conclude. First half of action here. Your home team, Auburn Knights, 43. Your visiting Jayhawks, 29. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back with some numbers for you. Dave will sharpen that pencil. We'll be back in just about a minute.
All right, let's hear it one more time for the TBC band. Competition cheers from our heart. I gotta say, you guys' energy has stepped things up to another level here for our basketball games. So thank you very, very much, ladies.
Jefferson Jayhawks with 20. So a little bit of a slow start for the Jayhawks in the first quarter, but they've made up some of that difference as the second quarter came into play.
Yeah, I think they're just struggling with, like you said, not really having any outside shot at all, and that's kind of inviting the Auburn Knights to just pressure that defense on them because they've kind of sunk in a little bit. Here they come back out of the locker room now, so they'll get a couple minutes to warm up, and we'll get things going again for you here in just about 2 minutes.
We'll see what adjustments each coach has made now going into the second half. If Brian Ott does anything as far as trying to stop the Jayhawks from scoring down low and maybe try to force them to shoot outside. Like I said, only 3 points from the field, so everything else has been down inside the paint.
Yeah, Auburn's kind of controlled both ends of the court really with good rebounding. They've got a pretty decent balance of inside-outside shooting tonight. So things pretty much going the way of the home team right now, 43-29, 14-point lead. We'll see if that gets expanded on or if the Jayhawks can cut into that at all.
Some halftime scores from around the area. The Freeport Pretzels leading the Boylan Titans 36-21. East E-Rabs leading Harlem 43-28. That game is at halftime as well.
We'll be back here on Friday night. I'm going to give you tomorrow off, Dave, kind of guy I am.
Yeah.
So you take tomorrow off, but I expect you back here on Friday night all the earlier.
We'll be doing a lot of show prep tomorrow, so.
We got a girls' game Friday night here.
Also want to thank Alex Geary for providing us with some stats as well.
Yeah, Alex Geary, longtime writer and reporter for the newspaper that used to be here in town, the Rockford Register-Star. The Wilson Orange basketball gets tossed back out to the officials. They're ready. Jefferson Jayhawks are on the floor. It'll be Jaden Williams, number 21, Mike Townsend, number 30, Jaison Young, number 1, Zaire Hudson, and Malachi Robinson will start the second half.
Other scores from around the area in girls basketball, the Lady Indians Pecatonica defeated the Durand Bulldogs 44-14. That's the only other score we have coming in as well. Try to keep you up to date.
Zaire Hudson will bring it across court. Malachi Robinson back to Hudson, but Hudson wasn't looking, but right there to grab it up, Jaden Williams. Hudson directing traffic. He looks for a screen from Young. Back to Malachi Robinson behind the back. He's guarded by Danforth. He goes up with a little floater. Off the glass, won't fall. There's Danforth. Pass out front. Here comes down the lane. I think that was Whitmore. He lost it. Townsend up all the way for the lay-in. Mike Townsend.
Beautiful left-hand layup going
Yep.
up that time. Gives him 8 points on the night.
Mike Van Marshall over to Danforth. Back in front to Marshall. Darian Royal. Royal with the ball. He looks up. Takes a whip around pass to Danforth. Danforth drains it.
Let's give him 4 threes and 20 points for the Knights. We're just getting started in the second half.
Yeah. Hudson up top. He'll drive the lane. Takes it himself.
Oh.
Nice left-handed floater. Drops it in. Nice layup. Zaire Hudson to the hoop. Mike Van Marshall will run the offense this time down. Gets it back up top to Danforth. Danforth dribble. Back over to Hudson. Long three-pointer. Mike Van Marshall.
Gets himself a 3.
Almost the steal. There it is. Long outlet pass. Ball's loose. Danforth comes up with it. He thought about it. Passes. Gives it up to number 3, Royal Whitmore. Whitmore hits the 3. 52-33, 19-point lead. 5:44 to go into third. Stolen away. Knights all by himself. Second one of the night.
And the over-under is looking a little in your favor. I said,
You want to give me my money back, Dave?
we'll see.
Amir Danforth with his second slam of the night.
And another timeout by the Jayhawks. Going to be a 30, Doug.
We'll keep it right here. Danforth doing it underneath with the slams and 4 3-pointers. So he's got a complete game.
And just as the Jayhawks started to inch back, the Auburn Knights took control again. And then one other stat I forgot to mention is that the Auburn Knights have won the last 8 out of 10 games that they've played. So
yeah, they're hot right now.
They're starting
Peaking
to click
at the right time, huh?
Yeah.
Yep. They got to built this lead to 21 points. We still got 5.5 minutes to go in the third period here.
Amir Danforth, 6 foot, one of the shorter guys on the floor, but man, he can elevate.
He can jump.
Woo.
He can jump. Lots of spring in those legs. All right, here come the Jefferson Jayhawks. Zaire Hudson to Malachi Robinson. He goes underneath. Little jump back off the front of the rim. That was Jaden Williams. Came up a little short. Down in the corner, Danforth. A little long on that one.
Got a little air on that one.
Yep. Zaire Hudson, he's going to dribble. Passes out to the corner. Long, I think, no, 3-pointer. That was Townsend, Mike Townsend.
Townsend now with 11 points, 2 threes on the night for the Jayhawks.
He gets into double digits. Underneath, middle of the lane, little turnaround jumper. Number 5, Champ Parker. Nice little turnaround jump shot there.
Clock now at 4:40. Knights up 56-36 in the third period of play.
Malachi Robinson guarded by Danforth. Calls for a screen, gets it from Young. Little screen and roll won't work. Here comes Parker on the wing. Back up and underneath Danforth.
Unbelievable. Came from one side of the basket and did a reverse layup and put it in.
Yeah. Thought maybe that was slam number 3 coming almost. Malachi Robinson down to Hudson. Hudson underneath. He finds Townsend. Townsend can't get it to fall. Back up front to Hudson. Hudson will take a jump shot off the front of the rim. It won't go. Rebound. I think that's Young underneath.
I
think he drew a foul.
Yeah, a foul I believe is going to be on Royal Whitmore. That'll be his second, team first of the third quarter. A scoreboard update. The Boylan Titans coming back. They now trail the Freeport Pretzels 44-40 with 21.5 seconds to go in the third period.
Zyjon Young, 6'3" freshman at the line. Sinks the first one. Dave, how old are you when you're a freshman? Like 16, 17,
yeah,
something like that? Young man, 6'3". I'll never be 6'3", Dave.
I'll tell you, that's he's still got growing to do.
Yeah, he does. You got an official, got a lane violation?
Yeah.
So well, he'll get another one.
One of the Knights stepped in there. East E-Rabs leading Harlem 59-41. That game in the third period.
And can't get that one to fall. Rebound to Darian Royal. Royal pushes it up. Up strong. Myquan Marshall with the lay-in.
Now the Knights pulling away.
Yep. Hudson looking for a screen. Gets it from Young. A little screen and roll. He hits it out on the wing. Townsend will take a jumper. Nice little floater. I'm sorry, Jaden Williams there. Number 12, Jaden Williams for the Jayhawks. Down underneath, off the rim. Gets it back. He'll take a three-pointer. Little short.
Oh.
Number 11, Darian Royal on the save. Jumped up, threw it back in, and it off the head.
Off the head of him, right?
Yep, Zaire Hudson.
Not intentional.
Nope. Champ Parker underneath. Tries to get it up front to Danforth. Stolen by the Jayhawks. 3-on-2. Hudson underneath to Malachi Robinson. Up off the glass and in.
Nice feed that time, getting it to Malachi.
Yep. Goes for the steal. Almost had it. Zaire Hudson, I think he'll get called with the foul. His third. 3 minutes to go, 3:01 in the third. Danforth with the ball. Penetrates, kicks it out. Long three off the front of the rim. Rebound goes to Young. Stolen away and then blocked out of bounds. Stolen by Darian Royal. He tried to put it up, but got it blocked. We got an official coming over. Flop warning.
Flop warning on White.
All right. Number 23 back in for the Jayhawks. That's Sean Anderson. Danforth is going to inbound underneath his basket. He gets the ball quickly into number 11, Darian Royal. Gets it back to Danforth. Long three off the rim. Rebound Hudson. Hudson trapped by two Knights, but he breaks out. He's going to take it all the way. Gets it blocked. Here comes 3-on-1. Another slam. Number 11 gets into it. Darian Royal.
And that is
timeout. White, did he call? And Brian Ott saying, I didn't call timeout. What do we got here? Brian Ott, Coach Ott's going to call the official over.
So that is, who was that, Darian Royal? That is negated then, right?
Darian Royal, I'm not sure. Did they take that off?
Yeah, they had to take it. I said it was a timeout was called. I thought is what the official said.
Man, I wasn't sure on that. Jefferson having a little trouble getting the ball in. They finally get it across. Hudson, bounce pass, stolen away, but out of bounds. Stepped on the line as he was making the steal.
And Doug, here's the rule on flopping. It says a new rule in high school basketball this year is supposed to prevent flopping. If you commit one obvious flop, you are assessed a warning. A second gets you a technical foul. Still doesn't tell me. Let me see what this is here.
Back to live action. Jefferson inbounds up top to Anderson. Anderson takes one bounce, loses it. Parker's going to go up strong with the hand. Champ Parker with the lay-in. Back down underneath. Number 24, Nasir Lewis with the lay-in. Parker comes back. He goes up strong. Draws a foul. I believe it's going to be on 2-3 red.
That'll be on Sean Anderson. That'll be his first.
Yep.
And here's the definition of flopping: an intentional fall or stagger by a player after a little or no physical contact by an opponent. So if you just kind of fall down, nobody's around you, that's a warning.
Okay. Champ Parker hits the free throw. Thanks for clearing that up.
Clock at 1:59. 65-43 Auburn Knights.
At the line, Parker for a second. And he drains it.
3 for 4 from the line tonight. Now checking in for the Jayhawks, number 2, Alejandro Almanici.
Nasir Lewis will inbound. He gets it in the hand of Hudson. Hudson over to Williams. Back to Hudson. Up front there to Nasir Lewis. He's going to dribble drive. Tries to lay it in. Hits underneath the basket. Nice layup there. Number 4, Nair Wright. He took it right down the right-hand side of the lane and laid it in. Hudson looking for a screen. He gets it. Keeps dribbling. Back out. Gets his pocket picked by number 3. That's Royal Whitmore. He lays it in. Off the glass. Won't fall. Rebound to Maquan Marshall. He couldn't get it to fall. 2 really close-up shots underneath and couldn't get it to fall.
And I'm wondering if he was trying to set the other player up on the opposite side and kind of threw it over the basket.
Could be.
Because they looked at it. In fact, they just talked there, and he smiled at one another.
I think maybe that was a pass.
Yeah.
Yep. Cooper Kopp passes it off. Parker takes a jumper from the free throw line. In and out. Townsend with the ball. He'll take a long 3. Nothing but net for Jaden Williams.
He picks up his 4th point of the night for the Jayhawks. Clock now approaching the 1-minute mark here in the third quarter.
Underneath to Cooper. Cooper Kopp being hounded by 2 Jayhawks. He takes a step into the lane, shoots it, gets his own rebound, tries to go up and gets fouled.
You're going to call a jump. One calls a jump ball, one. I guess they're going to go with the jump.
Okay, you're right. Three Jayhawks there on him, and nobody got called for the foul. So jump ball, possession arrow points to the Auburn Knights.
Malachi Robinson now is checked back in for the Jayhawks.
Up top, that time we got the foul. That one's on number 2, Alejandro Almanacci.
That'll be his first, team 3rd.
Inbounding the ball, Champ Parker gets it in the hands of Cooper Kopp. Stolen away by the Jayhawks. Here they come, 3-on-2. Hudson goes up. He draws a foul. In the act of shooting, we'll put him on the free throw line, I think.
A little bit of a late whistle, but called it on Champ Parker. Hudson at the line first time tonight. Clock at 35.2 seconds to go in the third period of play.
Hudson has 8 points off from the field. This will be his first free throw attempt. Takes a couple dribbles, bends the knees, up and off the back of the rim. A little strong. So he'll get another one from the charity stripe. Trying to cut the lead. Another point here as we approach the end of the third quarter. That one goes in. 68-47, 19-point lead for the home team. Champ Parker casually dribbles up court. No pressure. Passes it off to Nair right, back to Parker. Alley-oop. Oh! Myquan Marshall up on the alley-oop. Everything going the way of the Knights.
Boy, they have looked impressive.
Rebound, Royal Whitmore. Another alley-oop. Oh, that one won't work. That was Champ Parker trying to hit Cooper Kopp.
L.C. Robinson's complaining to the official. He's telling that the player hung on the rim. Should have been a technical foul.
He's
working
he might
everything
be right.
he can.
I think he might be right.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything, but L.C. called it. Malachi Robinson trying to beat the buzzer. Off the back of the rim. Won't go. At the end of the third quarter, home team 70, visitors 47. We got 8 minutes of basketball left. It's going to take everything the Jayhawks got to claw back into this one. We'll take a minute timeout. We'll be back here for the fourth quarter in just a minute. Welcome back to Auburn High School as we get ready for the fourth and final quarter of tonight's varsity matchup between the Auburn Knights and the Jefferson Jayhawks. Right now, the Knights are enjoying a comfortable 23-point lead as we head into the final frame. Dave, pretty much all Auburn tonight, putting on a great show for their home fans.
Yeah, they're doing a tremendous job, shooting 52% from the field in the third quarter, 37% from three-point field goal range. Jefferson Jayhawks 50% from the field in the third quarter. For the game, 48%. The Auburn Knights 50%.
All right, Hudson will run the offense to Robinson. Robinson back to Townsend. I'm sorry, Jaden Williams. I don't know why I keep calling him Townsend. Jaden Williams thought about it. Gives it up to Almanacci at the top of the key. Bounce pass in the middle to Malachi Robinson. He hits the little floater. Nice pass and assist from Almanacci there. 70-49. Danforth to Malachi. I'm sorry, Myquan Marshall. Long. Nice rebounding. That's 3 offensive rebounds, but couldn't get it to drop. There's a long 3 off the front of the rim by number 11. Malachi Robinson underneath. Danforth. He does a little reverse layup, gets it to fall.
Just outstanding body control.
Malachi Robinson, long 3. Rebound underneath to the Jayhawks. It won't go. Danforth comes out. He'll take it by himself. Little scoop lay-in.
And Amir Danforth is now just taking control.
28 points. Nice job underneath there for the Jayhawks. Number 24 with the basket, Nasir Lewis. Danforth, he doesn't even look winded, Dave.
No, a tremendous athlete out on the floor. Division I, going to North Dakota State.
Nice pass out front. Here comes a 3. Up and in. Number 4, Nair Wright with the 3-pointer. I believe that's his 5th point of the night. Hudson bounce pass, stolen away by the Knights. Here they come, 3-on-1. Back into the middle. Up strong, Myquan Marshall.
By the time you look.
Inline violation. He handed it off, and he wasn't all the way out of bounds. I think he had stepped across. So turnover, that'll be Auburn's ball underneath their own basket.
Just about the time to give you a little description. By the time you go down to write a player down for a scorebook in the scorebook, they're already down at the other end scoring.
Yeah, I get you. Here comes a little floater there. That time won't fall. Danforth. That's about the only one he's missed, I think. Well, I know he's missed a couple, but nice little lay-in there on the offensive end by Alejandro Almanacci. Danforth to Mike Juan Marshall. Marshall with the dribble. Calls for some help. Gets a pick. Throws it out of bounds. He was trying to save it as he was on his way out of bounds. Ended up over here on the Auburn bench. So that'll be Jayhawks ball with 5:23 to go.
Parker now checks in for the for the Knights.
Just got a note handed to me from Alex Gary. Danforth just passed Jim Shikanjansky as the Nick 10's second all-time leading scorer.
Wow. I remember Jim Shikanjansky.
I remember the name, yeah.
He was played up at Hononegah.
Hononegah. Thank you, Alex. Gary. Dribble into the middle. Tries to lay up, won't fall. Out. Lay pass, nice layup there. Number 4 goes strong. Now you're right. He hustles down the court. Almost stolen back away. Talk about good hustle. He's down at the underneath under the basket after making that layup. He sprinted down the middle of the court. Long distance 3 off the back of the rim. Rebound goes to Mike Juan Marshall. Marshall dribble. He gets it out to Danforth. Danforth, another three-pointer. He's at 31 points.
Yeah, 31 points on the night.
Second all-time leading scorer in the Nick 10, Amir Danforth. Almanici, he'll try a 3, nothing but net. Alejandro Almanici, he goes into double digits. We got a foul on the floor there, no basket. I think it's on Nasir Lewis, number 24.
Yeah, it'll be his first. Another scoreboard update from Boylan High School. They've clawed their way back in with 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go in regulation. Freeport Pretzels leading 59-56.
Number 20 into the game for the Auburn Knights. That's Troy Ford. He'll inbound.
Somebody started the clock and they hadn't even inbounded the ball.
Oops. Stolen by Hudson. Hudson dribbles off the glass, scores the layup. Back in the hands of the Knights. He took an extra step. Yep.
The call by the official is Almanici now checks back in for the Jayhawks. Clock at 3:20. Oh, you know what? It's running clock. My apologies.
Yep, we're at 84-58.
Yep.
Hudson dribbles down the right-hand lane, off the glass, won't fall. Rebound into the hands of Nair Wright. Nice little bounce pass up underneath, goes strong. Gets his own rebound back. That was number 22, Quincy Johnson. He passes out. Gets it in the hands of Nair Wright.
And it's raining threes.
Yep, he's in double digits. 10 points for Nair Wright. Long 3 there off the back of the rim. Rebound Knights. Here they come again. 2-on-1. Up with the left-handed layup. Number 5, Champ Parker, number 5.
Now substitutions coming in. Line change.
Yeah.
Brian Ott emptying his bench, as well as L.C. Robinson. Clock 2:32. It stops for the line change. Again, we are in a running clock now. Again, Friday night, we'll be back here at Auburn for a girls' game. The Harlem Huskies and the Auburn Knights will get together for that contest. Game time starting at 7 p.m.
Auburn Knights with the ball. Back up top to number 22. That's Quincy Johnson. Quincy Johnson, I think, played in the JV game. He'll take a dribble, gets up underneath, shoots the layup. In the lane, rebound. Number 15 battling 2 Jayhawks. That's Gregory Watson. Watson, 6'6", Dave.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah. Bautista into the game for the Jefferson Jayhawks. He played quite a bit in that JV game. So he's getting some varsity action tonight. Quincy Johnson. He'll play off the screen, thought about it. Passes it out to the wing, tried underneath to the 6'6". Crowd goes wild as Gregory Watson gets the layup and the harm. He goes to the charity stripe. Obviously, first time tonight for him. Trying to make the old-fashioned three-point play here.
You know, you think of a guy 6'6", skinny guy, right?
Yeah,
he's 220, and he's got a frame on him.
Oh, nice little fake there. Wouldn't fall. Jayhawks with the rebound. He'll pull up for a long three off the front of the rim. Rebound to Watson. Back up front to Johnson. From the corner, I think it got partially blocked out of bounds. Nice beyond the back bounce there. Pass from Bautista. He gets it back. Throws it out on the wing. Long distance left-handed three-pointer from number 25. That was Ben Grayshek. Thought about dribble penetration. Instead, pulls it back out. Gets it on the wing. Tries to go underneath. Into the lane. Little jump hook. Number 10, Navier Purefoy with a right-handed jump hook. 93-58, 10 seconds to go. Ball in the hand of the Jayhawks. Bautista for a three. Off the front of the rim. Rebound. Time runs out. That's your game. Auburn Knights 93. Your visitors, the Jayhawks 58. Woo! That was a very entertaining basketball game as the Auburn Knights pulled away in the fourth quarter. Ended up with a 35-point margin of victory. We'll take a quick timeout. Dave's putting the numbers together. We'll be back in about 2 minutes, and we'll wrap things up here from Auburn High School.
It's going to be hard for you to call for a ride home without buying your phone. On yellow biffle. I don't know how you call your mom and dad if I've got your phone. Good on up.
Good.
Welcome back to Auburn High School. Doug Halberstadt, Dave Peroni here on the call tonight as we witnessed a really exciting game here as the Auburn Knights kind of took control early on and maintained it throughout the game. Pretty much everything going their way, slam dunks, three-pointers, layups, outside shots, you name it. They pretty much did everything to do with the offensive side of the basketball. Dave, you got some final numbers for us?
I do. For the Auburn Knights, they were led by Amir Danforth. He put in 31 points on the night. 15 points went to Myquan Marshall. 11 points went to Champ Parker. The Auburn Knights shooting 5 of 7 from the free throw stripe. For the Jefferson Jayhawks, 3 players with 11 points each. It was Zaire Hudson, Malachi Robinson, and also Mike Townsend. 10 points went to Amanichi. 2 for 4 from the free throw stripe. From the field, an impressive 52% for the Auburn Knights, and for the Jefferson Jayhawks, 45%. So, Doug, the intensity of the defense of the Auburn Knights tonight was just impeccable. It was just tremendous defense, and they ran the floor well.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, everything from slam dunks to aerial acrobatics to everything.
Backflips.
That you could. It was crazy. But, kudos to both teams. That now makes the Auburn Knights, I believe it is 9 out of 11 of the last games, and sets up the big game that's going to be over at Rock Valley Rumble at the Rock against the Guilford Vikings. That game, 5:30 on Saturday night. That will be for first place, sole owner of first place.
That will be right before the Bears-Packers playoff game. So get out, watch a little basketball, rush home, and catch the football game.
One scoreboard update before we sign off. Freeport Pretzels with 49 seconds to go in the game, leading the Boylan Titans 63-60. So a close one over there at Boylan High School.
All right, Dave, once again, thanks for all your help and a great job with the stats and the analysis of everything that happened here tonight. Appreciate your help. Like I said, we're going to take tomorrow night off. We'll be back here on Friday night for the Lady Knights as they host the
Harlem Huskies.
Harlem Husky girls. Lady Huskies, I should say. So hopefully you can join us again on Friday night for a little girls basketball action. As we wish each and every one of you a safe trip home tonight. Thanks for joining us here on RPS 205 Basketball. We'll be back again on Friday night. Good night, everyone, from Auburn High School. Once again, the home team victorious, the Auburn Knights. Good night, everybody.